Bonjour Darling! Today I come again with an itty bitty haul. So lately I've bought a few books. Let me start with one that I've already talked about here on my channel because I had it in ebook and I bought it in big beautiful shiny format, The Savior's Champion. Jenna Morrissey just finished to write the second book, The Savior's Sisters, so I thought it was only time for me to buy it in actual hardback. Sadly, since I live in France, buying the signed copy version was too expensive, but I could procure the hardback, so I'm really happy. For those of you who haven't watched my video about that book, it's a story about, it's a fantasy, dark fantasy about Bias, or Tobias in French, a boy whose sister needs medical care, but he's really poor, so he decides to enter a competition to become the Savior's husband. She's of age to be married, and in this world there is a competition every time the next ruler in line is to be married to choose their husband, because it's a matriarchy. So I won't say more, you can watch my review of it. There is spoilery and non-spoilery parts in the video, so yeah, it's one of my favorite books of all times, and now I'm happy I have a hardcover version of it. And maybe one day I'll meet Jenna and I'll be able to have her sign it. Who knows? The other two books I've bought was because one of you guys, Savvy, who made a rent review of the second volume of this now announced trilogy. I bought Rainbow Rowell's Carry On and Wayward Son in waiting of the publication of Anyway the Wind Blows, if I remember correctly. That's the line she chose as a title for the third book. This is an urban fantasy. It's in our world, and Simon is a guy that goes to a magical school, but he has a lot of problems. His wand won't work, his roommate is missing even though it's their last year, so what the freak, and there is a monster wearing his face that roams around. So it's an adventure and I am really impatient to read it. Its reputation is to be queerbaiting about the bisexuality of the main character, because he breaks up with his girlfriend and he has then a boyfriend, but the word pansexual or bisexual is never ever written on paper. Maybe it will happen in the third book, who knows. Anyway, everybody says that it's queerbaiting, but that it's really good. So I want to get angry and happy at the same time, so I'm going to read those two fellas. I couldn't afford the hardcover version, but I'm still happy because I still love floppy books, and the hardcover, guys, the hardcovers are beautiful. Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. It's too pretty. And then the last book is also written by a YouTuber by Timothy Hickson. His channel is Hello Future Me, and he has a series called On Writing, and he decided to make a book series on it. The first book is on writing and world building, volume 1. And if you are an author or aspiring author, go watch his videos. They are the most documented, argumented, and complete that I've ever watched. So I was really happy to be able to buy the physical book of this. Just so you know, in this small little fella, he wrote about how to plan a novel and his method, about prologues, about first chapters, about foreshadowing, about final battles, hero-villain relationships, about hard and soft magic systems and methods of storytelling, and about the world-building part. He wrote about polytheistic religions, how empire rises, work and fall, and how hidden magical worlds are best made. He says because I read the first pages, the preface, he said that he never uses the word "you should" because it's only his opinion. He's documented and really interesting opinions. For him, there is no handbook about how to write, but there is advice to be given, and that's what you will find in this book. And it's short, it's pretty, it's very well explained, and I can't wait to have read it. And I'm really impatient already, even though I've only read the preface of volume 1 to read the volume 2, because Timothy Hickson is one of the person that helped me the most with my own writing. And thank you, because thanks to you I've passed the first draft step, and I'm now on the second draft and alpha reader step. So Guy, I wouldn't have made it without you, especially with my magic system. So yeah, that was a little haul. Oh, and also someone gifted me a tripod, guys. Thank you, Alexandre. You're one of my best friends, and I can't thank you enough. So this is why this video is a little bit more stable, and yeah, I'm not looking at you because I'm looking in the phone. So yeah. Now, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, please don't forget to click subscribe and on the notification bell to be notified of any of my new content. I post really irregularly, but you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and my website to be informed. Links in the description box below. I also link Jenna Moresi, Save, and Hello Future Me, since I mentioned them on my video. So yeah. And as always, au revoir, darling!